बीजेपी के जनरल सेक्रेटरी राम माधव ने कहा है कि 2019 लोकसभा इंतखाबात में बीजेपी की जीत यकीनी है और किसानों गरीबों के मसाइल को हल करने के लिए सरकार कोशिश कर रही है। राम माधव ने CNN न्यूज 18 के एग्जीक्यूटिव एडिटर भूपेंद्र चौबे से खास बातचीत की।
Firstly, tell me, what is the feeling within the BJP for these general elections, not just in the context of these forthcoming assembly elections? Are you all confident? Are you all ready to come back to power in 2019?
Absolutely. If not Modi ji, who else? It's going to be Modi ji again. Not just the feeling in the party, but in the whole country, that there is nobody else other than Mr. Modi who can lead this country into progress and development. We are very confident.
There is every election, sir, can be looked at in two ways. There is the immediate analysis and then there is the benefit of hindsight. 2014 now is often being described as a black swan moment, that it was an exceptional election, an abnormal election, and now India is set to go back to its normal voting behavior. Let me give you the context of what's happening today. Look at the fuel prices, look at the entire Me Too campaign, look at farmers' unrest. Does that bother you at all?
Any section of the country, if it is feeling any injustice, and if government needs to do something to redress the grievances, we will certainly be bothered about them. The issue of the farmers, the issue of certain problems in our economy today, the way stock markets are behaving, these are areas of concern.
Fuel prices, the way they are.
Fuel prices. We are seriously concerned about these issues and trying to address those issues. But having said it, it's very clear that the 2019 election, you have talked about 2014 election. 2014 election was essentially about Mr. Modi and his progressive agenda, reformist agenda. 2019 will be Mr. Modi and 5 years of the delivery of our government, plus the future agenda for our government.
So let's talk about this delivery. What you say, I remember 2014 when Modi ji became Prime Minister, when he went to Parliament, he said, I will face people in 2019 on the basis of my report card. I'll present a report card. What is the report card today, Mr. Madhav?
Successive years in the last 4 years, every year we had held annual meetings, annual conclaves to tell the people about what we had done in that 1 year. We will go back to people during the electioneering this time with a report card of our 5 years of our performance.
That's what
we
I want
are
to know.
seeking the votes.
What is this report card, sir?
No,
tell me what are the big achievements?
Whatever we have inherited in 2014 in terms of a very shambled, corrupt economy, we tried to set its course right. We tried to set its basics right. We have almost removed black economy from our economic system through very drastic actions like demonetization. We have brought in large-scale investments into the country from outside, tried to kickstart the manufacturing sector in this country, which completely neglected and destroyed. We tried to kickstart it. Today you have investments coming into defense production area as well.
So let me take it one by one. Let me take it one by one. You say corruption. You say that corruption has been a big talking point for you. But frankly, if I look at various opinion polls, and you can take it with a pinch of salt, various opinion polls which have been done over the last 12 months seem to be suggesting that Prime Minister Modi's graph, when it comes to handling corruption, people are not very satisfied with that. Look at what's happening in the case of Nirav Modi, look at what's happening in the case of Mehul Choksi, look at what's happening in the case of Gujarat businessman who has apparently run away to Nigeria. Vijay Mallya is not yet back. Do you believe the BJP has really done justice when it comes to cracking down against corruption?
Look at what happened to Nirav Modi. Look at what happened to Mehul Choksi.
Look at
what happened to Vijay Mallya. They had to run away from India. The corrupt have only one place in India, that is Ranchi Central Jail. Those who ran away, of course, system sometimes will have some loopholes. Using those loopholes, who ran away from India, in English there is that saying, from pillar to post, they are running from Hong Kong to London. They will be brought back to Ranchi jail. But the fact
Nirav Modi will be in Ranchi jail?
The fact that the corrupt today have no place in India, no godfather here, no safe havens in India, shows our commitment to eradicating corruption. Those who ran away using the systemic loopholes will be caught hold of and will be brought back.
लेकिन सर ऐसा भी कहा जा रहा है कि देखिए आपने इतनी चर्चा हुई सोनिया गांधी जी के ऊपर, नेशनल हेरिटेज केस में उनका नाम आया हुआ है। इतनी चर्चा हुई चिदम्बरम जी के ऊपर, अभी हाल ही में एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट ने उनका जोरबाग का उनका बंगला भी उनका जब्त कर लिया है। हरियाणा के मुख्यमंत्री भूपिंदर सिंह हुड्डा के खिलाफ अनेकों प्रकार के आरोप लगे, लेकिन जनता यह जानना चाहती है कि आरोप तो लगे, शायद तफ्तीश भी हो रही है, लेकिन जो कानून का जो तंत्र है, कानून अभी भी उनको पकड़ नहीं पाया है। कोई भी जेल में नहीं है, मोटी बात है, कोई भी जेल में नहीं है। क्या इन सब लोगों में से कोई जेल में जाएगा 2019 के पहले?
ये इसका उत्तर जरूर कानून व्यवस्था और न्याय की व्यवस्था देगी, पर हम किसी जो अपराधी होगा, जिसी भ्रष्ट आदमी होगा, उनके प्रति किसी प्रकार की सहानुभूति नहीं दिखाने वाले हैं।
डू यू थिंक सर कि आपको लगता है कि रफाल का जो मुद्दा है, जैसे इतनी चर्चा हुई है रफाल के मुद्दे पे, एंड रिपीटेडली आई हैव टेकन दिस पोजीशन दैट इंडिया डज नॉट नो फैक्ट्स, क्या आपको लगता है बेहतर होता अगर इस पूरे मुद्दे पर बजाय इसके कि अलग अलग लोग अलग अलग बातें करते, एक व्हाइट पेपर जनता के सामने क्यों नहीं आना चाहिए? क्या वो बेहतर होता?
नहीं, देखिए, जो हर झूठ के लिए व्हाइट पेपर चाहिए, तो इस देश में कोई सरकार कोई काम कर ही नहीं पाएगी।
59,000 करोड़ सर,
हर आरोप रफाल पर जो लग रहा है एकदम झूठ के आधार पर लग रहा है, कोई सच्चाई नहीं है। फ्रेंच गवर्नमेंट कह रहा है G2G डील है, इसमें कोई हैंकी पैंकी नहीं है। जो करने वाला कंपनी कह रहा है कोई हैंकी पैंकी नहीं है। जो आरोप लगाया जा रहा है उन कंपनियों के, जिन कंपनियों के नाम पर आरोप लग रहा है, वो कंपनियां यूपीए सरकार में भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स ले रही थी। उसी कंपनी के साथ जो डील हुआ 10 साल एविएशन का, यूपीए सरकार के समय पे हुआ। फिर भी आरोप लगाना केवल राजनीतिक एक्सपीडियंस के कारण हो रहा है। इसको हम जनता के सामने बिल्कुल सामना करेंगे।
I read a statement that was made by you a few days back, sir, that you said that there are 3 reasons why you're going to win the 2019 elections. One was Narendra Modi, second was Amit Shah, and the third was Rahul Gandhi. Now, I found that statement quite interesting, sir. How is Rahul Gandhi adding to the possibility of you coming back to power?
Look, we make certain comments in a lighter vein. The efforts of the opposition, which they are themselves unable to substantiate, like the kind of lies they are trying to peddle on issues, such serious issues of national security, like Rafale deal and all, which they are unable to substantiate. These are all lies that they are peddling, but when questions are raised, they are not able to answer those questions. So that will certainly help us. So in that sense, I said, you know,
do you treat Rahul Gandhi,
the more you peddle these lies, the more it will be advantageous to BJP.
Do you treat him as a serious politician? Do you believe Rahul Gandhi is a serious politician, president of country's oldest party?
Look, he is the leader of the main opposition party in this country. I wish that he becomes a really serious politician taking up serious issues. India needs a good and strong opposition. We are in search of it for last 5 years.
There is no opposition.
Congress party raised as a serious opposition party.
So you don't
let there be one voice in Congress party. I hear today that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is on a religious pilgrimage trip, temple hopping he is doing, and their own leaders are deriding Ram Temple, deriding Hindu sentiments.
The nationalism trajectory which has been started off by the BJP, whether it's Ram Mandir, whether it's Ayodhya, whether it's NRC, whole host of all these subjects, is this the narrative that the BJP is going to go to people with in 2019? Who's ideal Hindu and who's an ideal nationalist?
Now, if doing good in economy, eradicating corruption, bringing forward-looking revolutionary reforms in the system is also what you call as nationalism, we are all for that kind of a debate. We are for a strong nation, we are for a united nation, we are for a prosperous nation, and we are for a self-respecting nation. These are 4 objectives that we have before us. We will place our track record before the people on all these 4 counts. We have made every Indian hold his head high wherever he is in the world.